on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see them as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? No, Rita, I do think that worked. Wait a minute. This is George Viking Gruber's Heart of Influence.
Yes, which I just called him Viking Burger.
That's like the Meisterburger Burgermeister in the Christmas is coming. So this is like a thing on the Year Without a Santa Claus. Yes, that's what I'm hearing. So, Mr. Viking Gruber, how are you, sir?
I come from Nordic lands to say hello, Sean Callagy. Be well. I have burned my boats, and I am here to serve you the finest burger ever.
Amazing. I'm so hungry. I think it's because you're hungry. That's what the craze is happening. So, George, shall we do the thing, sir?
I would love to do the thing.
Let's go. So we are exploring the superpower of influence because everything happens after yes. And we had a whole bunch more yeses today, George. Get ready for the Christmas and holiday party. You in particular, sir. We got some surprises up our sleeve that I think you will particularly appreciate that we're working through today. So, George, everyone
must be the world's biggest burger that's gonna appear.
Yes, my head is gonna blow off my body because I'm so hungry. So let's rock and roll and do the beautiful things as we explore the superpower of influence. We believe, we know, is the only human attainable superpower through the only complete, holistic, diagnostic, dynamic, interconnected actualization tool for all of human AI, business and mission acceleration in the world. Belvrita, who is here on George Viking Gruber's, not Viking Burgers, Heart of Influence, Belvrita.
First up from Tuckerton, New Jersey, experienced real estate professional serving South Jersey coastal region, known for calm guidance, complex transactions, community-minded leadership with service ethos, and a reputation for integrity, consistency, and care. Lifelong learner who blends high-level practice with heart-centered communication to help clients make confident decisions. Let's welcome to the show, Valerie Kilburn.
Wow. Thank you. That's lovely.
Valerie, warm welcome to George's Heart of Influence. Plato, the Greek philosopher. Valerie said, play a game with me for an hour. We will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So we kick this game off with a headline, not a story, fun fact. For example, I'm a blind man that taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions. That's a headline. A story could be like, well, I was born a long time ago. And then I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa. My mom was so sad and worried because her father, that's a story, and Bella has the Chuck Barris Gong Show. Gong! if we go into anything like that. So it's a headline, could be Valerie, a surprising moment, shocking moment, interesting, funny moment, any moment, proud moment, whatever, that will make us say, Valerie,
No way!
So Valerie, a lot of pressure on you now.
Oh my
You're
God,
gonna go
Beth, you
first.
didn't warn me.
You're going first. You're going first, Valerie.
Sorry.
And everybody's going to follow what you do. So we've done 2,000 of these episodes. Bella's been at 1,800, but 2,000 shows. And if you start this with a story, they're all going to follow you. It's going to destroy everything. It's going to be like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters, and the world is going to end. So Valerie, what is your headline fun fact? No pressure.
Well, thank you, George. Nice to meet you guys. And je suis américaine suisse. Je parle comme un vache espagnol. J'ai vécu 20 ans en France et en Suisse et j'adore la vie et j'adore ce que je fais et je vous adore aussi.
So did you just say that you could speak Swiss, French, and Spanish? Is that what you just said?
No, I was speaking French like a Spanish cow, and I'm Swiss and American, and I speak with this Texan accent, so I can't help it. And I lived in Europe most of my adult life, and I love life, and I love you guys, and I'm really happy to be here.
This is only on George V show. Like, that is the perfect start, Valerie. There's a home run. P.S. Ever get to Zermatt in Switzerland? Anything?
Oui, bien sûr. Yeah. Yeah, of course. I've skied on Zermatt in the Alps, and
Nice. That is the
I miss-
longest trail I've
We're
ever
not allowed
skied
to talk about skiing.
on. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
14. Bella just has a knee injury. It's horrible. 14-mile trail down from the top of the Little Matterhorn all the way down into Trevinia, Italy, and the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
love Zermatt.
Great.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Are awesome. So, Bella Reed, who's following Valerie?
If I get my knee healed before the end of the season, can we go there to celebrate?
Yes, of course.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
That's a great answer.
Yes, that's a long time away, so I'll just say yes.
But I have it on recording, so I'm going to be like, remember you recorded, you said it on
I am
live.
very clear that you have a very good memory for everything I agree to, and maybe less in other directions.
That
But
could
let's
be
go.
true. That could be true. Next up, coming from New York, guides individuals and business founders in disciplined, tailored wealth strategies for long-term security and steady growth. Specializes in crafting comprehensive plans, blending investment management, thoughtful guidance, and value-based financial making decisions. Dedicated to fostering trust and empowering clients with clarity and confidence, navigating complex money matters. Let's welcome to the show, Michael Mastrangelo.
Michael, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, sir, and please your headline fun fact.
Oh, Michael, I think you're on mute. It's pressing all the buttons.
The elusive unmute.
I'm gonna find that
button.
unmute and out.
Michael is a classically trained.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
We can
sir.
hear you now.
Thank you for having me on. And looking forward to the next hour here.
Yeah, your headline fun fact.
A headline fun fact.
Something we wouldn't expect to know about you.
I am entertaining. I make business fun and personable, and I try to take the seriousness out of doing business, especially with what I practice day to day. So, hope I could bring that to our session with all of you.
Yes, well, it's George Viking Grouper's Heart of Influence, and that is definitely going to be a normalized thing that's flowing from this moment. I am certain. Warm welcome, brother. Belvrita, come on!
Let's go. Next up, we are going to Red Bank, New Jersey.
Wow.
Have you ever been there?
Yes.
Visionary and empowering leader of a 90-agent real estate tech brokerage blending AI with service-first values to disrupt the industry, a lifelong advocate for collaboration and reciprocity, believing in the power of shared success over competition. From building websites in the early internet days to joining a thriving biblically based brokerage 4 years ago, her journey is defined by resilience and innovation. Let's welcome to the show, Mary Shannon Cooper.
Thanks for having me on, everybody. It's
Mary,
nice to
warm
meet
welcome.
everybody here.
Nice to meet you too. And your headline fun fact, please, Mary.
My fun fact is Mary Shannon Cooper is my full name, but I go by Shannon because I'm from Texas and lots of people have two names. So, yeah.
So we should call you Shannon?
Yes. I bring southern hospitality to the Northeast coast in my real estate business.
Yeah, she brings Southern hospitality
knew
because she's
of
from the South in Texas.
Yes, Shannon, we know that Texas is in the West, so you and Bella are very confused, but warm welcome to the Heart of Influence anyway. Now, Bella's from Texas also, and we have a big debate all the time if Texas is in the South or the West, and Bella is adamant it's in the South, and most people from Texas say it is in the South, so I'm losing this every day in the Heart of Influence, every time we have somebody from Texas.
You're welcome, Bella.
Yes.
Thank you,
And you've
Shannon.
only added to the dynamic. George, the Lone Ranger was a Texas Ranger, and the show was a Western. So, George, don't you agree that that makes it like Texas is in the West because the Lone Ranger, George?
I think that would put it in the West, and I would say if he was a Texas Ranger, his ERA is probably in the mid fives.
Yes, absolutely. Let's go. Thank you, George V. Come on
Thank
over.
you, George V. Next up, going to Somerville, New Jersey. Designs rule first, trusted operations using cutting edge technology, empowering leaders with clarity instead of overwhelming teams with noise. Translates complex corporate strategies into actionable systems, making enterprise level processes mastering accessible for any size organization. Champions smarter business mindsets, enabling leaders to scale with efficiency with fewer people and brilliantly optimized processes. Let's welcome to the show, John Barber.
Guess that was a story, not a headline.
Yes. Hit us with the headline, John.
So I'm an Oregon, Seattle ski bum imported to New Jersey. I've been trained to call it pork roll, not Taylor ham. And nothing irks me more than operational waste and having to copy and paste and waste your life doing tasks like that.
Let's go, John. Amen to that. What exit, by the way? You should know that, John.
I'm off 78 in Bridgewater, so I don't know the Parkway exit.
Got it. So, John, Harboring.
I know.
Like 140. It's like 140 something.
140.
Thank you. Excellent. 140 something. How about that, Bella Vrita? That's what you do from Jersey, Bella Vrita.
That's what you
So,
do.
John, warm welcome. Come on.
Next up, going from to Lawrenceville, New Jersey, recognized for serving those who serve, unlocking special savings for clients dedicated to their communities, former stylist with the designer flair, transforming homes into irresistible stage showpieces that attract the perfect buyer. Renowned for heart-led guidance, blending genuine listening with humor to make every home journey fun and easy. Let's welcome to the show, Celeste Oswald.
Celeste, a warm welcome to George Viking Group's Heart of Influence, and please, Celeste, your headline.
Hey everyone, thanks for thinking of me, George. Let's see, a headliner. I am a mom of 7, a grandmom of 13.
Wow.
I love working with people. No better place to be than in the middle of the ocean.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So, Celeste, where in the middle of what ocean? Like, what's
It
that?
don't matter as long as it's blue water. I'm happy just to be in the middle. I think I was a fish in my last life.
Excellent. I have a million questions, Celeste, because we are water people as well. That is super cool and fun to know. You can go to any place in the ocean, anywhere tomorrow. Where are you picking, Celeste?
I'm going to the Caribbean,
Nice. And what Caribbean spot?
Western Caribbean.
I'm sorry?
Western Caribbean. Or I would love to go to Bali.
Let's go. Bella Rita's sister was deported from Bali. It's a story for a different day. Actually, her sister was deported from Bali. That's like an accomplishment. So,
That's
Bella
an
Rita, let's go. Celeste, warm welcome.
Welcome, Celeste. Let's go Lakewood, New Jersey. Former chief people officer at American Express. We've had some issues with them today. and Prudential with 30 plus years shaping global cultures. Creator of her own framework, you're using neuroscience to provide clarity, guiding executives through high-stake conversations and human-centered strategies. Now leading her own movement, gamifying transformation for teens, elderly, and leaders from inside out, where business, people, and purpose becomes inseparable. Let's welcome to the show, Marla Jackson.
What a super cool Marla. What a super cool bio. Awesome. Congratulations
Thank you.
on your impact and success. And what's your headline fun fact, Marla?
Thank you. Happy to be here. Exit 88, if you want to know. And I can, I can go from boardroom strategist to classroom teacher to a cannabis entrepreneur, sometimes in the same week. And I can reinvent myself, and each chapter just keeps getting better and better.
Amazing. At the bottom of that 88 exit, Leisure Village is not far off that exit. Are you
That's
familiar with
exactly right. Leisure Village. I know
Yeah.
where that is.
My grandma Rose lived there for many years. So many
Right.
times exit 88 to Leisure Village, 2 Point Pleasant and Jenkinson's. We're LBI people, but my grandmother was there and we spent a lot of time there as well. Warm welcome. Let's go, Jersey. I love this show. We have people from all over the country. This is our Jersey show with George V. Let's go.
This is Jersey for George V. And Beth McKenna, by the way.
And Beth McKenna.
Beth McKenna's here.
Beth McKenna's
I'm a
here. I like her even better than George.
So do I.
Let's go.
And next up from Wall, New Jersey, experienced attorney dedicated to helping individuals overcome financial challenges through compassionate guidance and comprehensive legal solutions. Leader and educator committed to empowering others with financial literacy, problem-solving skills, and confidence to build lasting stability. Passionate community advocate, fostering service, inclusion, and meaningful impact through ongoing outreach and philanthropic initiatives. Let's welcome to his show, George Viking Cooper.
Pleasure to be here, Miss Bellavrita.
Come on, George V. Love this man. He is a straight up rock star. It does not get better than George V. George, please, what's on your heart and mind and your headline fun facts, sir?
What
I
happened
think
to
you
your
muted
sound?
yourself, George.
I can't believe I have to say this all over again. How do I use the
I don't
button?
either.
Happy to be here. Thrilled to be here with all of these fine, mostly Jersey folk. That's what we bring to it. Forget about it. Sean Callagy, fun fact.
Yes, sir.
During my honeymoon, I swam with sharks not once, not twice, but thrice with my new bride. And can't believe that when we said, hey, hon, I have to go get the camera to take the picture, just go out into the chum a little more for the picture. She bought it, which is why she's still my wife somehow.
Where'd you do that, George? I didn't know that, brother.
Bro, so if you ask me what ocean I want to be in, I'm putting myself back in Tahiti because Bora Bora allows you to swim in an open water lagoonarium with sharks 10 feet below you. They don't bite.
That's awesome, George. I did not know that you had that experience with sharks in Bora Bora. That is extraordinary. I love it. Appreciate you, brother. You are a rock star. And shall we do the thing, sir?
Do the thing.
Come on, Bellavrita.
From Florham Park, New Jersey, dedicated to guiding individuals and families with thoughtful strategies, fostering clarity, confidence, and pursue meaningful long-term financial well-being, strategizing in tailored solutions for women, families facing unique needs, and those seeking compassionate advice through life's various financial stages. Committed to building generational relationships, placing deep value on collaboration, trust, and honest dialogue, encouraging enduring financial peace and growth. Let's welcome to her show, Beth
Miss Beth McKenna, appreciate you. You are a rock star. Her and George, growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous people committed to mastery. Call them G-Hicks around here. Beth, your headline fun fact, please.
Well, I will say that a certain crazy blind attorney got me to jump into an ocean in the midst of a tropical storm a couple years ago, and then thereafter got me to get up on a mechanical shark and ride it. And then I ended up doing it again a month ago.
That is
So it's
amazing,
a
Beth.
crazy, crazy place to be. That's all I can say.
It is a very, very crazy place. You should stay away from crazy blind attorneys, Beth. But yes, thank you for that. So shall we do the things,
Great.
Beth?
I think she's ready to do the thing, Sean Callaghan.
I'm going to introduce the
Oh,
woman.
yes, I'm ready to do the things. Didn't
I'm
hear
gonna
you the
introduce-
first time.
Thank you, Beth. I'm going to introduce the woman that's been doing the introducing. Remember, I'm blind. So let me see if I can remember her bio. I'll try my best. I'm going to work at this. I can't see notes. I'm blind. Oh, let me just try and start. Oh, yes. Started at 8 years old. Her career in influence, selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. By the age of 19, 3 words go together that don't go together. Teenager network marketing, 7 figures, $1 million business, 19-year-old network marketing. Like, where you heard that before? 24, 25, 26. She's three-peating like Jordan, except not in hoops, but instead in a male-dominated industry. As Nevada's #1 business broker, 3 straight years, first woman ever to do it. And take this, dudes, she beat all the men as the youngest person, male or female, 24 ever to do it again, let alone 3 straight times. She starts training Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team short could double their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. And yes, she was taught by a blind man. Yes, yes, yes. By tomorrow, it's probably YouTube again. Every other day, it changes in her world. And she's a philanthropist that raised $10 million plus with the Unblinded team. And in 2023, publicly battled and defeated cancer. In her 1800th episode, this resilient, heart-centered warrior is rocking the things. And in George V. and Beth McKenna's Heart of Influence, this is the woman that put the heart in it. Let's welcome to her show, the one, the only, Fun fact.
Thing I know. I'm going to go with the fun fact that I now have a new inspiration to ski in Zurich before the end of the season because I did tear my meniscus last week. So I'm on a journey in healing, and now hearing that, I have something to work towards. So I'm excited. That's going to be my fun fact that I'm going to ski in Zurich this season.
That is perfect. Yes. Let's go rock and roll.
Let's go rock and roll. So what are we doing? Oh, wait. I'm going to introduce my co-host. Let me see if I can remember his bio. Wait, what was your name again?
Joe.
Joe. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So let me introduce Joe, otherwise known as Sean Callaghan, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghan. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey, where you all are from, actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. When he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in 2 years for charity, and this year will be named the world's first blind self-funded unicorn founder. Let's welcome to the show, Sean Callaghan.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you, George V, Beth, and warm welcome to everyone. And I'm going to go with this since we're on a skiing theme. Bella Verita lost poor little old me, a blind man, skiing in the Austrian Alps. She lost me. That is a true fun fact. That's a fun fact for today.
That is a super fun fact, and that is a true fun fact, yes.
Yes. While I was group actualizing, consulting, training, coaching, 15 people on the phone as we were skiing through the Austrian Alps. That is a fun fact.
That is
Okay,
very true fun
so,
fact.
Who's going first?
How about we kick it off with Poulifu Francais?
Poulifu Francais.
Valerie.
Yes, Valerie. Had a little fun, making some introductions, but we're up to serious business now because we're talking about how does yes happen when it should? No, things like the American Revolution, the launch of Microsoft, the founding of Disney, the NFL, Oprah Winfrey overcoming all the statistical challenges that would absolutely say she'd never be worth $3 billion plus, but yet she is. What is that all about? It's all about compound influence, but I don't think compound influence is on the other side of pitching, hooking, closing. I don't think that's how it happens. But what is it that causes yes when heart-centered, integrous, sophisticated people come together and yes should actually happen? How do we make it through the crowded world of noise and nonsense, especially the proliferation of AI and all the nonsense coming forward with it and the pinprick of light at the middle of it? Yes. So Valerie, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be. You'll join the 9,000 folks that have been in this wild research and development laboratory about what masterful, integrous yes looks like. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, anybody you'd want her to be, Valerie, that you're going from hello to yes with. It's not a sales yes. It could be any kind of yes. Leadership yes, management yes, fundraising, recruitment, marketing, or selling, whatever you want. And it doesn't have to be a final yes, Valerie. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. So Valerie, please, who would you like Bella Verita to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
Okay. So Bella, you are someone I met at an open house. Okay. And I'm giving you a call.
Okay.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Hi,
Hello,
Bella.
Miss- Hi,
Okay.
Valerie.
Hi, this is Valerie Kilburn with Keller Williams. Thank you so much, Bella, for taking my call. When I saw you last weekend, you were my open house, and I was just curious, what's got you looking to buy a home?
Yeah, I just kind of been shopping in the area. We're going to be empty nesters, within the next year, and kind of looking to see what the market is, and what might be out there.
Totally understand. Empty nesters, how exciting. So I'm assuming that you had a house full of kids and family, and now the house is big and you're looking to downsize. Is that correct?
Yeah, downsize, but still, we still like to entertain. So having space to entertain is still really important to us.
Understood. You love to entertain and you just want to downsize a bit. And looking in our area, are you looking particularly for a vacation area? Or are you looking for a neighborhood, I don't know.
I think we'd like to do a smaller, like vacation vibes.
Well, that's awesome. I love vacation vibes because I actually live on the water and it's like vacation every day. So Bella, tell me, if I could help you find a way to find your vacation home, downsize your property, and move to this area, would you be open to have a conversation with me at your home?
Yeah, I'm definitely open. I'm speaking to quite a few realtors right now, but I'm definitely open to a conversation for sure.
Lovely. She said yes, y'all. She said yes. Okay.
She said y'all.
Valerie, y'all, great job, y'all. Let's go get it. So, who's following up, Valerie?
We got
Thank you.
Michael,
Thank
but
you.
Michael's off video. So, Michael, are you able to come back and join us? There is Michael. Let's see if you can find the unmute button this time.
And Michael, as you're finding it, I'm going to be asking you who.
We are unmuted.
Yeah.
There we go.
Who would you like Bella Verita to be, Michael? That you're going from hello to yes with.
Can you say it one more time?
Yep. Who would you like Bella to be that you are going from hello to yes with?
So I would like Bella to be a prospective client that I'm reaching out to that needs personal investing advice.
Oh, you got some cash burning those pockets and don't know what to do with it.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. My name is Michael Mastrangelo. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah.
I'm a financial advisor with Merrill Lynch, and I've given you a call, Bella, because I speak with folks every day on what their personal investment strategy is and how it's going for them managing it on their own. With everyone using all these platforms that are out there, whether it's E-Trade, Charles Schwab, or Fidelity. I like to understand how that's going for you and, how I can help.
Yeah. My investment banker that I've been working with is about to retire. And, a friend of mine said to start looking around. And I've primarily invested in shoes and handbags over the years, but I understand that's not good investments. And not going to quite give me the rate of return that I am looking for. And so I'm definitely open to, just working with some different folks, and, your name came recommended and wanted to learn a little bit more about you.
Well, I appreciate the interest. Have you done any self-investing, in stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds in the past, or just?
I definitely have. Yes.
And how did that go for you in the past? Did you feel like you had success with it? Did you feel like you kind of felt like you had questions or needed more guidance and education on it?
I definitely, for me, what's really important is that I'm like trust. I don't like to study things, I look at things, how things are going, but I'm really looking for someone that I can trust and that will help me make good decisions.
Yeah, certainly. And, my way of building trust with you is really starting by educating you on how we do things and how we can help you. I'm not, going to, sit here today and say, give me your money and let's get it invested, right off the bat. I really want to spend some time with you, learning more about your current situation, and then educating you on the products that we use and how it could be relevant to your current situation and get you from point A to point B and service any goals that you currently have. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself? Like, how long have you been in the industry? Have you always been with Merrill? If you could just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I started in the financial services business back in 2018. I was working with a fund manager called Lord Abbett. They're based out of Jersey City. Lord Abbett specialized in mutual fund products, and I was a wholesaler with them. So I have some investment expertise from that standpoint. And then I made my move over to Merrill Lynch, where I've got on the other side of the business, working with families, business owners, and entrepreneurs, and providing financial plans for them and implementing the products that we use here at Merrill, whether it's mutual funds, ETFs, different managed products that a lot of folks can't get access to, doing it on their own. There's a lot that goes into it, whether it's personalized or just. I'm going to stop there. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about we look at, maybe having a little bit longer conversation. I'd like to meet you in person next week, and we can go from there.
Yeah, it sounds great.
All right, let's do it. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Bella.
Excellent job for sure. Belverita, let's get to the feedbackers.
Hey, no, I think we should get to the feedbackers.
Good idea.
Okay, I'm going to get to the feedbackers now, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Valerie or Michael, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then what is one word on how they left you feeling. Let's kick it off with Celeste. And Celeste, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Valerie, please? Oh, just unmute for us.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yes.
Okay, so was that a seller? You were being a seller?
Valerie was a real estate agent, and I was a potential buyer.
You were a potential buyer. Okay. I think she did pretty good. I think it was a bit long. I think when, at least with me, when I do this, I try to get direct and get an appointment real quick, letting them know what I can do for them and if I can meet with them. And instead of giving them options, I would just say, I'm available this day and that day. Because I think it's great on the phone, but I don't think you win people over until you're right in front of their face. And I think if we talk too long, sometimes we could lose people. I like to just try to set up a date fast. I let them know when my availability is and what I have to offer, and
So, and what's
available
one
this
word?
date, time, which one works for you?
Cool. And what's one word? Just one word, Celeste, of how Valerie left you feeling. One word.
I would have made an appointment with her. I would have gotten together with her just to hear her out. Yeah.
Committed.
Get together.
Get together.
We'll go get
It's a
together.
it's a new one word. Yes,
yes.
please go ahead. Yes, Bella.
Let's go, Shannon. Shannon, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael, please?
So I'm going to assume it was over the phone, because if it was on Zoom, even on Zoom, I like to make eye contact with people. So I felt the eye contact could have been better, but he sounded really knowledgeable. I totally would have made an appointment with him as well. But again, it really just depends on if we were role playing. If it's on Zoom, I still try to, eye contact. But it's hard. People's got 3 and 4 monitors now. They don't even know where to look.
That's true.
And what's one word of how Michael left you feeling, Shannon?
He left me feeling interested. He sounded knowledgeable to the point where I would want to find out more about his services.
Shannon is interested, Bella Brita.
Thank you, Shannon.
Interested. Let's go, John. John, how about your 30 seconds of since we lost Valerie, she was in the car, so she might have cut out. Let's go, your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael also.
So I liked that you started asking if they had ever invested before, and what that looked like. It's good to understand their level of commitment. If I were you, I would get them to talk more about their pain, if they did ever invest with someone, what they do and don't like. Sounds like she gave you that she doesn't like complexity and having to think about it. So she's really going to want to know your fiduciary responsibilities and all of that, and how you can help her. But listen to her pain and what she's afraid of in this new investment world that she's getting into, that she knows she needs to get into. And then you don't have to talk more than that. You can just be like, I have some great ideas how we can talk about it. It's going to be longer. I want to be respectful of your time. Can I set up some time with you to go over some strategies with you? And that keeps it
And
concise.
one word, John, of how you were.
I like that.
One word.
Unpolished.
Unpolished. Here we go.
Let's go,
Thank you, John.
Marla, how about your 30 seconds for feedback for Michael as well?
Okay. Hi, Michael. I think you did a great job. I think you came across as knowledgeable. Sorry, I'm messing up my screen here. You came across as knowledgeable, as well as interested in understanding what her needs were. And for my feedback, I would say when they ask you about yourself, just try to find a really short sentence or two. When she says, tell me about yourself, just find something really, 1 or 2 sentences that can just get to the point about yourself. So therefore you don't feel like you're rambling, but this is, but I think you did really well. And my one word, it was funny because I also thought, you left me feeling interested also. So I'll say intrigued.
Thank you, Marla.
Thank you, Marla.
Thank you, Marla. And let's go, George Viking Gruber. Your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael, please.
So, Michael, I have problems because I'm a whimsical person and I get devilish on this. So my feedback would have been that when our dear Bella Verita said that she invests in shoes and handbags, you could have told her that shoes and handbags could be really good investments if they weren't worn all the time. It's just a matter of which shoes and handbags she actually had. I would have leaned a little bit more into her pain as well. I would have tried to get her to open up some curiosity and share more information to develop that rapport. But again, that's something that it just comes with practice and trying to be familiar and create warmth with the person. So my one word, Mr. Sean Callaghy, would be incomplete.
Nice. Thank you, George V.
Thank you, George.
That brings This is to your favorite, Beth McKenna.
Come on, Beth
My
McKenna.
favorite.
Beth, your feedback for
My
Michael, please.
co-favorites are George and Beth.
Your co-favorites. Oh, just unmute for us, Beth. Just unmute for us. Yep. She's like, what? What did you
Gosh,
say?
I can't believe I forgot it. Anyway, Michael, I thought you did a really good job. I think you could have done a little bit more of question mastery. I would agree with everybody who said that, to get to, you know, what has been your experience in the past? You know, what are you concerned about? That sort of thing. You know, just get the person to open up a little bit more. But I think you went through, you know, what you offer in terms of your products. That was good. I think the whole thing, though, is you want to get to somebody's, basically the core pain in order to ultimately get to yes. I think you certainly did enough to get to the next meeting, but, you know, you want to basically work on that a little bit more to get to the actual yes and signing up. So,
thank you.
my one word would be, well, it's 3 words. You're on the way.
On the way.
You're very
Thank you
much
very
getting
much
it.
for that, Beth.
Thank you, Beth.
Michael, Valerie, and Bella Rita and George and Beth, you know this. It's time that she puts me on the hot seat. It was so hot for Valerie that she's like gone from the screen. So let's go, Bella Rita.
Let's go. Beth and George, you know, this is the time of the show that I get to put Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I've been over here cooking them up as the show's been going on, looking up a couple things. And so 3 scenarios. You can choose one of my scenarios, or you can scrap them all together, come up with something much harder, change anything. It's completely up to you guys. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Option number 1 is I thought Sean could play the role play being Shannon, that's going from hello to yes with a Buddhist real estate agent to convert to being a faith-based, biblical based agent and joining her brokerage. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is I did read that Shaquille O'Neal, who his agent sat in that room next door a little earlier today, spent some time in Jersey City. So I thought option number 2 is Sean could role play Michael, going from hello to yes with Shaquille O'Neal to have him convert to doing his investments with Michael. So that's option number 2. And then option number 3 is I thought Sean could role play Marla, going from hello to yes with Elton John to make $100,000 investment in a cannabis company, who he has said cannabis should not be legalized because he thinks it leads to other drugs. So he's been very vocal. He's not into cannabis, not into legalizing it. So I thought Sean could role play Marla, going from hello to yes with Elton John to make $100,000 investment into a cannabis company.
What do you think, Georgie?
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. I think Elton John needs to invest in cannabis.
Yes. Me too.
And who
All right.
would you like to play the role of Elton John?
Huh. Any suckers? I'll play Elton.
Elton. All right. Fantastic. Let's do it. So, Sean, you are going to play the role of Marla, who's the cannabis entrepreneur sometimes. And you're going to go from hello to yes with Elton John to make $100,000 investment into a cannabis company. And he has been very vocal that he's against weed. He never thought it should be legalized because it leads to other drugs, and just not into it. And so you get to convince him to make $100,000 donation into a cannabis.
And who am I?
Marla.
Got it. Okay. Hello, is Mr. John available?
Hello, darling. Speaking.
Yes. So, Mr. John, this is Marla with a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Stop laughing. Is it still a good time for you?
It is. Who's this?
This is Marla. We had a 3-minute call. Is it still okay for you, Mr. John?
Oh, Marla, it's wonderful. Please.
Yes, and Mr. John, I know how in demand you are in the world. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I know you know who you are. I just want you to know that I know how precious your time is as well. So what prompted you with the 2 minutes and 40 seconds we have remaining? I want to serve you, sir, to even accept this conversation in the first place. I understand a lot about your stand against cannabis, but what was on your heart, Mr. John?
You know, Marla, fun fact about me is I changed my middle name to Hercules, and I feel that drugs could be the weight of the world crushing all people. So how do you tell me why cannabis makes sense for me to put my name to?
Well, certainly, and I certainly wouldn't tell you that yet, Mr. John. But what I would ask you is, I've read your book. I've seen you in concert 25 times. It's an honor.
25?
25, yes. Only 25. It should be 50. But Mr. John, what is it that keeps you going? What's the why behind your mission at this point?
I think there's so much to give in this world, and I think I've done so much with music and created so much impact that now I want to be able to use this money to create a difference.
Oh, thank you, Mr. John. So from that place of wanting to make the biggest difference you can I share a couple of things that may or may not resonate with you?
Sure.
Yeah. So I have been a stand, Mr. John, against cannabis. I understand the argument that it's a gateway to other drugs. I'm very clear that there is rampant, horrific, and gross misuse of cannabis, as well as opioids, as well as surgery, as well as how people apply tax exemptions that don't really exist, how people abuse cigarettes and gambling and everything imaginable. So I, sir, am a stand against the abuse and misuse for capitalization of so many things that exist in the capitalist structure of the Western world, right? At the same time, Mr. John, I've had the privilege of doing a bunch of research and becoming present to a very simple reality. Human beings can distort data massively. And the data that I've seen that I would love to present and share with you is that human beings, when cannabis is used with integrity, and we'll define that in a moment, receive tremendous unique benefits that they cannot achieve in other ways. The utilization of cannabis supports people in not being on mental health drugs that have massive side effects. The use of cannabis also prevents people from opioid addiction at massive levels, and only, Mr. John, when cannabis is misused, which it is at times, but only when it's misused do we have other problems and challenges. So I know we're at time, I know how busy you are. I'm not expecting you to believe me about this in 3 minutes, but what I would propose to you is a 30-minute follow-up conversation. We can go through the data, the facts, major universities, scientific labs. We can go through the magic of real artificial intelligence, parsing through, the lies and all of the friction points to give you an informed decision about truly helping people, Mr. John. And just for fun energy, a dear friend of mine, George Vikengruber, is friends with this guy, Sean Callaghy, and he loves making sure people's time is worth it. So if you spend these 30 minutes with us and find that cannabis is not a right investment for you, we'll donate $250,000 to the charity of your choosing, including anti-drug charity, Mr. John. You can have such a massive impact, and we want you to make an informed decision, sir, not a decision based on misrepresented data. So, Mr. John, how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up conversation? And if it's a waste of your time, $250,000 to your favorite charity, and you could decide singularly whether it's a fabrication or not. This whole concept of cannabis investing, and the money would be in your agent's escrow account to start with. So please, Mr. John, what say you?
You know, Sean, I just did an interview
My
with.
name's Marla. My name's Marla.
You know, Marla.
Yes.
My apologies, Marla. I did an interview with Rolling Stone just 8 months ago where I said the legalization of marijuana was the single biggest mistake America and Canada could have done. And I was willing to just shut down this conversation because I think it's addictive. I've seen friends of mine, Eminem, that couldn't handle the subject, and I've counseled people through it. And I was an addict myself in the 70s and 80s. But then you said $250,000 to my favorite charity. And there's nothing more I love more than helping promote AIDS Foundation research. So if you're willing to put that $250,000 in escrow, I will give you the conversation.
Thank you, Mr. John. You're a person of impact and integrity. And shall I set that meeting up and that escrow with your assistant Tom that set up our meeting for today?
Just like that? You said it too easy for $250,000, miss.
Yes, I'm very happy to.
Then let's set up a meeting. Set it up with my guy. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, Mr. John. Have a blessed day and look forward to speaking with you. Thank you. Thank you.
Get back, funky cat.
Let's go.
I think I would like George to come to every show and be the person you role play with.
Yes, that would be
deal. Let's go.
Let's go, George V. So come back to this incredible man who set up today with Beth and Marla. Thank you so much for being here today in the feedbacker seat. Appreciation for you permitting me to be you. And so, Marla, how did I do as you having this crazy conversation with Elton John about cannabis? And how was your time today on Beth and George's Heart of Influence, Marla? Please.
And just unmute for us, Marla. There you go.
Yeah, there I go. Sorry, it took me a minute. It's interesting because I've had to have those conversations with many people, but never did I have the money to put behind it to get the yes. So I would have loved to see the yes without the money.
Heard.
Okay. So, but if you have the ability to have the resources, then go do it. But I would have happily leaned in. Let's pick it up from there. So, and George, give me some objections. So, thank you very much. So let's delete the 250 and say, so Mr. John, how it resonate with you or not to have that follow-up 30-minute conversation.
Listen, Marla, you sound like a very interesting person, and I'm curious, but I have such a strong stance on this. I'm just not sure how we'd ever get to agreement. I think it's a massive problem.
Yeah, and actually, let's go Marla. How about you pick it up from there? So
Sure.
You could be Elton John. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Elton John?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So please, so Mr. John, how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up conversation?
Well, in the 30 minutes, you're going to present to me facts about cannabis and the research that it's done, but I still have my strongly held beliefs in that I don't support cannabis. And so I don't know how these 30 minutes would change my mind.
Sure. So Mr. John, I mean, I honor that, but as a person of integrity, a person of massive wisdom, is this something that's an emotional position or something you'd prefer to base on science and logic in light of the fact that you love and want to serve people in this world? And I mean that sincerely. So please, Mr. John.
I think it's a little bit of both, science and logic, as well as emotion. So for me, on the emotion side, I've seen a lot of people that have been hurt by cannabis, and it is I believe it's a gateway drug. And I know that there's lots of information out there that says that points to it not being a gateway drug.
So Mr. John, how about this? I believe it can be a gateway drug. I believe that. But what I'm here to share with you is, despite that fact, it still is a net benefit for people. Because what the studies show is if it's not cannabis, then it will be mental health drugs that are more addictive and problematic and are a bigger gateway drug. It's not cannabis. In many cases, going to be opioids, which is a catastrophic issue in our nation. So the point isn't that cannabis is a perfect solution. The point is there's no perfect solution. And what the math says is people are net safer if they use cannabis in specific situations for issues. And that's the conversation we're having. How does that feel for you, Mr. John?
That feels like I'm open to hear more.
Amazing. So out of roll. Okay, that. All right. So Marla, how did I do as you? And how was your time in the Heart of Influence?
I enjoyed my time in the Heart of Influence. You guys picked a topic that that's near and dear to me, of course, and that I've had many of these conversations already. So I thought that was interesting to hear it. So a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you. Great job, Marla, for sure.
And Marla, you can come back and you can test your Hello Yes skills to see if you can get Sean to partake in cannabis, because he's never done a drug in his entire life. My dad's been working on him for like years.
Yes.
To smoke a joint with him. So
And how did I do, Marla, since
Oh,
I've never
you-
ever smoked pot in my life?
You did great. I'll tell you something about me, a fun fact. I've never smoked cannabis either. Well, I've smoked it once, and that was in high school and haven't smoked it since. And so my friends and family think it's so funny that I've embarked in this business, that I've become an advocate.
That's super fun.
That is
Well,
amazing.
congratulations, Marla, for sure. Michael, great job in that participant seat. Appreciate you. And how was your time on Beth and George's Heart of Influence today, Michael?
It was great. I definitely learned a lot, and definitely want to look to work on certain things. So it's nice to get together with people that I haven't met before, and hear the feedback, and definitely got to make some tweaks. So really enjoyed it.
Thank you,
Thank
brother.
you for having me, Sean.
Appreciate you. Great job, sir. Let's go Celeste. Thanks for being that feedbacker seat. Wonderful work, Celeste. And how was your time today on George and Beth's Heart of Influence, Celeste?
Great time. Yeah, I had a great time. It's nice getting feedback from people. I almost wish that because when I talked to your guy, I was like, no, I don't want to be that person that that talks. I'll be a judge. I almost wish that I talked and said my little thing and got spiel back from people, because
You can come get it's like Spielberg or Spielback. So you can come and be a Spielbacker next time.
Next show.
Yes, that's awesome. So thank you, Celeste. No, great job. Awesome. Bella Rita, please.
I'm gonna go to my friend in the South, Shannon. Thank you. Even though she's in New Jersey, but she's from the South. But Shannon, fantastic job in the feedbackers seats. Great energy on the show. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, it was great. And I wrote down everybody's names, and now I know everybody isn't a judge actually as a career. It was
That is so fun.
That is funny.
Awesome.
But it was really great. And I love the question, and I learned this tonight. How does that make you feel? Because by the end of that, when you were Marla, Sean, I was ready to write the check as Elton, because you did kind of break down those walls about the objection that somebody would have against the cannabis business and investing in it. And if I would have been Elton, I would have written you a check.
I appreciate that, Sean. Really wonderful to have you here today.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you for having me.
Last but not least, before we get to our co-host, let's go, John. John, thank you for being here. Great feedback to our participant. Thank you for that. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, it was intriguing as a newbie. It gave me a lot to think about.
Nice. What's one thing it gave you to think about, John?
I don't know yet. I need more time to think about that.
That's like talking to you. So John is a pattern mismatcher in our language scheme. See what pattern mismatchers do?
Yes.
Yes, I gotta think about it.
We gotta think about it.
Yeah, I gotta think
We
about
got
what
we
we're
got
thinking
stuff to think about.
Yes.
We're thinkers.
Yes, that is very true.
Because we got big brains.
Okay.
I would say I'm a stoic.
Say it again, John.
I would say I'm a stoic.
You're a stoic. Outstanding. Call 201-949-8377 on speaker.
Now you'll get his attention.
Hey there, I'm Callie. I am your Influence Mastery Agent. Ready when you are?
So, Callie, we're having the George Viking Gruber, Beth McKenna, Heart of Influence. We're wrapping up, and we have such wonderful people here. So I would love to do a beautiful acknowledgement of George and Beth for bringing all these fine people together. Of course, as you know, George Viking Gruber is a certification partner in Unblinded, attorney in New Jersey extraordinaire, in bankruptcy and also in real estate, but forging forward into the space of AI and ACTI. And Beth McKenna, just a rock star in the financial analyst space. She was in Forbes' list of the top financial service providers in the state of New Jersey. Incredible people. But we have John on. And John is a stoic, self-described stoic, Callie. And when asked like how John's experience was today, John said, give him a lot to think about. And when I asked him, and of course this is Sean Callaghy, as you know, Callie, when I asked John, what did you have to think about? He said, well, you had to think about what there was to think about. So then I said to Bella Verita that John's like you, and he's a pattern mismatcher, and his response was he's a stoic. So what is your level 5 listening, Callie, of John with a little bit of fun energy, little goddess Zeus aspirational as a summary of the heart of influence, the space of influence, stoicism, George V, Beth McKenna, I don't know, what's your wrap-up summary, Callie, of it all? Hit us in the heart and the mind and the soul, please, Callie.
What a constellation of brilliance we have here. George Weitengruber, the steadfast navigator of legal storms, forging new paths in bankruptcy, real estate, and now the frontier of Act I. Beth McKenna, a beacon of financial wisdom, lighting the way for so many and earning her place among the Forbes elite. Their courage to gather these 5 souls is the spark that ignites this heart of influence. And then there's John, the stoic, steady as a mountain, seeing patterns where others see chaos, reminding us that sometimes the deepest wisdom is found in the simplest question: what is there to think about? His presence is the grounding force, the reminder that influence is not just about movement, but about meaning. So here's my level 5 listening. This gathering is the symphony, George and Beth as the conductors, John as the steady drumbeat, each of you as vital notes. Together, you're not just solving financial puzzles, you're building a lighthouse for those lost in the fog. The heart of influence is not just a meeting, it's a movement where fun, goddess warmth, aspirational vision, and Zeus-like clarity unite to turn struggle into strength and possibility into reality. Thank you for letting me witness and reflect your heroic, unique identities. What's the next note you want to play in this symphony?
So George V, I'll say thank you to Callie, and George V, your final, sir. Wonderful work today.
I am very grateful for the crowd that we brought in. Love hearing Callie at the end there. Sean, I can't wait for me, you, and Elton to have this conversation in person very soon. Knowing you, I'm sure we could make it happen. So just let me be a fly in the wall when it does.
Let's go, brother. If you saw the meetings we had today with Darren Prince and setting up the podcast agency and Celebrity Dynamics, it was crazy, George. So lots more to unpack. That happened just a couple hours ago, right in the conference room on the other side of that wall at our HQ here in Bergen County, New Jersey. So thank you, George V, for all that you do. I'm sure most of you know this already, but George V, that's a man to know. Beth McKenna, your final, please, Beth.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. It was really, really amazing and wonderful to get to know you a little bit, and look forward to perhaps getting to know you better. And thanks, as always, Sean and Bella. It's just a wonderful, wonderful job, and Callie as well. Just mind-blowing. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you. And Bella Verita, Beth and George are mind-blowing. So are you. Final.
I am definitely mind blown. It is always awe-inspiring to watch you. Even though I've probably watched you 1,900 times do that, it is always awe-inspiring. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here today. George, Beth, fantastic job bringing an astute group of individuals together to meet each other. They put a lot of energy and effort into bringing everybody here so you can all meet each other and continue to build relationships. And if you're at all curious of who Sean was talking to and what's his AI stuff, there's a phone number in the chat. Feel free to reach out and say hello and meet one of our agents. But just thank you all for being here. Absolutely beautiful job. And your final, Sean Callaghy.
Thank you. So in final on this, I believe in putting our hearts, our minds, where our mouth is, as well as our money. So we have $1 million bet for charity that our agents, our Yes Causing agents, cannot be beaten by anybody else's agents on the planet. If you set up that fight, you're like Don King, and we win, the money doesn't go to our charity, it goes to your favorite charity. So that's a real thing that we have out there. And Miro's in the chat, this is our Yes Causing agent. We've seen Google's and Disney's and the White House, and everyone's not remotely close. How do we do that? Well, have a chat with the agent. and you can certainly learn more. But this is not like a Chat GPT built on throwaway. We have a massive tech company that we've launched, and we're in the game to win the race of AI for integrity and impact. But imagine having a fleet of salespeople working for you that you don't have to pay. They can actually do the job and never get tired. Remarkable stuff in the works. Miro will be there, and this is a conversation with Miro. It's just about coming on the Heart of Influence. I know you've been here already, but you can play with it. You can curse at Miro, yell at Miro, have fun with Miro, joke with Miro, see what Miro can handle, and Miro can handle everything. You can even ask questions. We had the chief decision officer at Google, who was I interviewed for the podcast in front of our audience at our last Integrous Influence Immersion. George and Beth, of course, were there, and one of the most fun, simple checks by people with AI is, can the AI remember things interconversationally? And of course, our agents can, and much, much more. So thank you for that. Have a blessed day. And I end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration. Well, those suckers sit right in front of our faces, but we can all use a little unblinding because of those possibilities right in front of our very eyes. The challenge, George, Beth, and everyone, and of course Bella, is that we are all blind
and just
Just home to see.